Well, thank you very much, Mark, and I too acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we gather and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. Can I acknowledge the Cabinet colleagues that are here, the partners that have put this event on today, the members of Parliament that have joined us, but most importantly, the members of the Cairns community. It's indeed my absolute pleasure to be here today at this event that has been organised many, many months in advance. So we're very pleased to be here. And also too, it's wonderful to bring the Parliament up here to Cairns. It's a commitment that our government made to the people of Queensland that during this term of government we would have a regional parliamentary sitting, and I chose that it would be here in Cairns in the far north. So we're very happy to be here. And as Mark said, there is a bit of a buzz around town at the moment. People have been stopping me on the boardwalk and around the place and walking around this beautiful town, this city, and saying to me that, did you know there's a regional parliament here? And I said, yes, I do know that. And then it's like, you look very familiar. They were from Melbourne, so that's okay, they're excused. Anyway, today we'll be talking about not only what we've invested here in Cairns, but also the future. And the good news is that the Queensland economy is strong. In fact, it is the strongest in the nation. There are 228,500 more Queenslanders in work today than there were before COVID, and that's more jobs added than any other state. Since coming to office, we've added 484,000 jobs, or 3 times the population of Cairns. Unemployment is at 3.8%, 2 points lower than pre-COVID. When we were elected, the rate in Cairns, the unemployment rate, was 7.9%. And I can remember those days because we were talking about what more we could do to diversify the Cairns economy. Today it is 4.2%, and there are 33,290 more jobs in Cairns than when we came to government, including 5,200 jobs created just in the past year. But none of this has happened by accident. We came out of COVID with a clear plan for recovery. We designed it in consultation with business and industry groups, and we listened, and we acted. In Cairns, we identified that a diversified economy is a resilient economy, and we have backed projects to achieve that aim. We will continue our strong investment in productivity-boosting infrastructure that the region needs to support that diversification. I announced funding for the $164 million Smithfield bypass when I brought Cabinet here to Cairns. That road is now built and it opened in November 2021. We are building the $535 million duplication of the Bruce Highway between Edmonton and Gordonvale, due to be completed later this year. And we continue to work with the federal government to finalise projects funded as part of that plan. We will continue to work with them to finalise the $210 million commitment to safety upgrades for the Kuranda Range Road, which I know is a priority. Critical to economic diversification is skills. That's why our government yesterday announced, and I know that this has been a keen point of interest for many in this room, a $16 million investment in the TAFE Queensland Great Barrier Reef International Marine College. This investment will expand the existing facility with a new workshop, additional classrooms and a new boat shed. It will deliver new marine training opportunities, and it means more people getting into good jobs. I want to recognise the advocacy of many in this room who backed this key investment, and I'm pleased to confirm today that our government will support the preparation of a Cairns regional workforce plan for the aviation, marine and construction sectors. Friends, we've all seen the fragility of global supply chains. I want more things made in Queensland by Queenslanders, and I want more advanced manufacturing here in Cairns. 80% of manufacturing jobs are full-time jobs. As Michael Healy will tell you, Cairns manufactures more than any other North Queensland city. It's why our government is committing $150 million to the Cairns Marine Precinct to meet half the costs of the new common user facility. It includes 5,000-tonne ship lift, allowing ships of up to 120 metres to be repaired and maintained in Cairns. This project alone will support thousands of high-value manufacturing jobs into the future. And today I can announce another commitment that our government will provide another $39 million to accelerate jobs at the Cairns Marine Precinct. So I know the Deputy Premier has been very keen to talk more about that later on. That includes $27 million for a road upgrade and bridge to give shipyards direct access to the common user facility and another $12 million to upgrade facilities at local shipyards. The Cairns Marine Precinct will make Cairns the leader not just in North Queensland but across the Pacific for marine manufacturing. This is another investment that Advance Cairns have advocated for. We want Cairns to lead on aircraft maintenance, repair and overhaul as well. That's why we previously supported Jet Aviation Australia to hire another 40 staff and expand a 4,000 square metre hangar. Our Made in Queensland and Manufacturing Hub Grants programs have already supported another 1,125 existing jobs in Cairns, as well as adding another 69 jobs. We helped local steel fabricator CSF install advanced manufacturing equipment that is supporting more than 130 jobs. Site works commenced this month on the $10 million Cairns manufacturing hub. We build on our strengths and we invest in the future. In the 12 months to March, Queensland exports grew to $135 billion, up 39% on the previous 12 months. So if you think about that, going through the pandemic, where we didn't know what was going to happen to our exports, it's now at $139 billion. And a lot of that is thanks to Cairns and to people in this room. In March, the Treasurer opened the new Regional Trade Distribution Centre at the Cairns Airport. And once again, we know that that was advocated strongly by people in this room. This huge 2,400 square metre facility provides large cold and freezer rooms. It ensures more producers sell more of their high-quality seafood, avocados, to lucrative markets across Asia. And our commitment to the Cairns State Development Area is also supporting the sugar industry with the potential opportunity to diversify into biofuels as well. Friends, another sector of economic diversification is healthcare. Our government has secured the site for a Cairns University Hospital. This will position Cairns in the future to be a global leader in tropical healthcare and research. I want to again thank and recognise Advance Cairns on the Cairns University Hospital redevelopment project. To urgently provide additional beds, we are also progressing the $250 million expansion of hospital capacity in Cairns. Of course, no discussion about Cairns in the far north is complete without tourism. Tourism Research Australia forecasts international visitor expenditure to exceed pre-pandemic levels in 2024 and international visitor arrivals to exceed the pre-pandemic levels in 2025. And can I just say, how good was it the World Health Organisation declared the end of the pandemic? Like, honestly, we went through so much, and I know many people in this room also went through a lot, and the tourism industry was hit very hard. We supported the industry through this period, and many people came up to me at the ATE just on the Gold Coast the other week. We had Minister Hinchcliffe was there and Assistant Minister Michael Healy, 1,000 people with buyers from around the globe. And people from the Port Douglas area in particular came up to me and said, Premier, we've actually doubled the amount of people coming into our business in the last 12 months, and they're now able to send people down to the ATE. So that's a good sign of local businesses that have really done well post-pandemic and have been able to restructure their business or whatever, but now the tourism is definitely coming back. And as a government, we will continue to back the far north tourism industry. You'll see things like the $127 million Cairns Shipping Development Project that means cruise ships up to 300 metres can stop in Cairns. And thank you for putting on a great show for us when we arrived on Sunday night with a large cruise ship out the front here, and we were able to see that sailing off. And you know what that means? That means expenditure here in Cairns in the local economy and the tourism businesses. Also too, we'll talk a little bit more later, but our Attracting Aviation Investment Fund means for the first time in 10 years, direct flights are back between Cairns and Tokyo. Well done, Minister. That's excellent news. But I'm not settling for that. I want more. I want I want many more flights coming here into Cairns because that means tourism and it means people spending more money. Of course, no discussion about tourism is complete without talking about what it is that draws so many tourists here, the Great Barrier Reef, and more than 60,000 jobs are generated by the reef alone. Our last budget committed $270 million for the Reef Water Quality Program, taking the total investment from our government to more than $1 billion. And of course, our energy and jobs plan. We will further protect the reef as a result of our energy and jobs plan, the biggest energy revolution in the world. Statewide, it's a $62 billion investment transitioning our economy from one reliant on coal to 70% renewable energy by 2032. And $6 billion of that is right here in Cairns, in the far north, including the MIST facility, one of the most advanced microgrid research and development hubs in the region. And finally, Queensland already has, as I said, the strongest economy in Australia. But it also has another huge advantage, and this advantage is for the entirety of our state, and that is the Olympic and Paralympic Games. This is an absolute opportunity over the next 9 years to attract and direct investment that sets us up not just for a few weeks of spectacle in 9 years' time, but for the decades to come. Our Games are the first regional Games. It's called Brisbane 2032, I always add in Queensland, but all of Queensland shares the pride of hosting these Games. It will host football preliminaries at a redeveloped Barlow Park. There'll be direct investment into Barlow Park. That gives Cairns one more selling point in the years leading up to and after the Games. It opens up opportunities for teams to train here, for sports medicine and other industries. Cairns is fortunate that it already has a global reputation, but a worldwide audience of 5 billion gives us a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to educate more people so they don't get off a plane in Sydney and expect to find the Great Barrier Reef. In 1992, the year they hosted the Games, Barcelona attracted 1.7 million visitors. In the years after, the number climbed to 8.3 million. Their tourism industry quadrupled, and I was one of them. I saw the Barcelona Olympic Games, and I saw all the commentary they did, not just around the Games, but the people and the opportunities and the scenery and the tourism and the art and the culture. And I said, I want to go there one day, and I did. So you're going to have all the eyes of the world on Queensland, and there is so much opportunity for us to showcase everything that is wonderful about our state and to attract even more people here. And we all know once they come here to Cairns in the far north, they're going to keep coming back. So friends, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to talk to you today. Our state has honestly the best of everything. It has our greatest asset, our people. It has the diversified economy that so many other states are envious of. But we also have the opportunity to make a huge difference, to give our young people the skills that they need to get these jobs in these new industries that are coming. And these new industries, our world is changing. Our global world is changing. We are more connected now than ever before. But we want to make sure that we attract the best and the brightest and that people are able to stay here in this city and raise their family and be proud of this great town, and this great city and this great region. You have so much to offer. We're very honoured to be here. And if you get a chance, come along to the Cairns Parliament tomorrow night. We've got an evening session, but it's wonderful to be here. I know all of my ministers and the members of Parliament look forward to engaging with you in this very exciting opportunity of the Regional Parliament here in this great city of Cairns. Thank you.